UK and Ireland? Who's got that Friday feeling? Or how about that Friday the 13th feeling? Just remember to avoid those ladders. And Jason as well, okay? Now, some of you are about to turn things around to make 13 your lucky number tonight. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be you? I'm Sharon Carpenter, your superstitious super quizzer, and this is HQ Trivia, where it takes much more than luck to win those big bucks. The rules to play are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions ranging from easy to hard. You have 10 speedy seconds to tap in your answer, get it correct, and you keep playing, make the right call on all 12, and you win or split the prize. Tonight, there's £550 in the cards for you if you play your cards right. You could travel to Manhattan like Jason did with that cash, or visit Ireland and hope some of their luck rubs off on you. But before you bin it, you've got to win it, so let's get this trip started with Q1. Which of the following is the nickname of a Spice Girl? Scary, grumpy, sleepy? If you want to win this game, you gotta get this one right. 3 of Snow White's least favourite dwarfs, but which one quit the band to join the Spice Girls? More horror film than fairy tale anyway. It's Scary. Scary Spice. 88,746 of you spicing things up here on Q1. Mel B has enjoyed a successful career since the big split, currently judging if America's got any talents. Q2, on a professional football pitch, how many yards is the penalty spot from the goal line? Backyards, 12 yards, the whole 9 yards. What do you think? Are you going to get this goal in right now? England sure takes them like it's hundreds of yards away, but it's actually far closer. Still a dozen paces too far for us, though. 12 yards. Of course, is your winning answer. 81,524 of you got the goal. Now, it's not that we're bad at penalty shootouts. We just happen to have the worst penalty shootout record in the entire world. Are you following us on Twitter at HQ Trivia UK for all things Quiztacular? We see you out there, HQTs. Shout out to Rap, Berry, to Emily and Sam, who just passed their maths GCSE. Hopefully an A, guys, but congrats. Cameron Tudor, we've got Queen's College AFC playing, Louis Pelter and Abbas Fazil as well. Good luck to all of you. Q3, a replica of which object can be found in London's Broadwick Street as a reminder of a cholera outbreak? Water pump, hand sanitizer, juicer. Who needs that reminder? Not even hand sanitizer will save you from this nasty disease. The cause of cholera, immortalized in a statuette. It's Jon Snow's water pump. Yeah, 69,477 of you pumped because you got that right. Now, this Jon Snow actually knew something. He traced the local cholera outbreak to contaminated water from this very pump, and it's still there. Q4, which Greek figure was punished by having a series of delicacies placed always out of reach? Sisyphus, Narcissus, Tantalus. Oh, the torture. Just can't reach those delicacies. Spending eternity under a fruit tree you can never quite reach. Nobody does hell like the Greeks. Tantalizingly close. It's Tantalus. That's who. And that was brutal right there. Lost about half of you here on Q4. 31,530 of you got a tantalizing win there, though. Now, Sisyphus was condemned to push a boulder up a hill forever, while Narcissus has his Instagram account suspended. Wow, the horror. Q5, which Batman movie is the lowest rated on Rotten Tomatoes? Batman and Robin, Batman vs. Superman, Batman Forever. Yeah, this one was pretty low. Needed some real tomatoes thrown at them over this. It usually appears high in the sky, but the bat signal was pointed straight in the gutter for these movies. The Dark Knight's darkest of nights. It's Batman and Robin, and it was bad. And we've got 10,582 of you superheroes who got that correct. Not even George Clooney's nipple suit could save this film from a truly rotten score of 10%. Q6. Which of these is not a form of the card game Bridge? Chicago, Duplicate, Minnesota. That is one card game I've never played in my life. The rules seem complicated. The game is played in teams of 2, so who's the third wheel here? It's got 20,000 bridges, but a card game ain't won. Minnesota is your winning answer. 6,146 of you are bridging the gap. PUBG for pensioners. Bridge is the hottest co-op card game in the world, though don't expect your granny to go easy on you. She's not going to. Q7, which of the following European Gulfs is the furthest south? Gulf of Bothnia, Gulf of Odessa, Gulf of Corinth. The furthest south Gulf. Which one is the correct one? Now, this is a Gulf war some might be able to get behind, leading the race to the equator, the Gulf of Corinth. That is the answer. We were looking for 2,228 of you. Lost more than half again here on Q7. This is a tough game today. Separating Peloponnese from mainland Greece, the Corinthian Gulf is expanding by 10 millimeters a year. So just a 4 billion year wait until it crosses the finish line. That's all. Q8, which type of tactile paving signifies stairs or obstacles ahead for the poor-sighted? Dots in the grid, lozenges, horizontal stripes. You may have noticed these before. You may not. They may look like abstract patterns, but they feel like precise messages to the poor-sighted. The street braille we are feeling for here, it's horizontal stripes. And that was a pretty savage question right here on Q8. That was pretty savage. It was. 784 of you are moving vertically in the game, upwards and onwards. Now, dots in the grid is floor speak for a dropped curb, while lozenges translates as tram crossing. Q9, the original version of which of these shows did not begin on Dutch TV? Deal or No Deal, Dragon's Den, The Generation Game. 3 classics right here. Which one is the odd one out? Noel Edmonds may have made it his own, but Deal or No Deal actually began in the Netherlands. Less windmills, more, well, dragons is The Dragon's Den. A Japanese show, originally 269 of you still in the winner's den, originally called Money Tigers. It seems the Tigers spent some of their money on a better name. Thankfully, Q10, which of these people did not have their wedding in a British overseas territory? George Best, Sean Connery, John Lennon. How well do you know your celebrity weddings? We're about to find out. He married twice, but neither time in a British overseas territory. They called him El Beatle, but he's better known as George Best. George Best for the win. 83 of you besting the rest here. Both Lennon and Connery married in Gibraltar, but sadly not to each other. What a celebrity couple that would have been, right? Q11, which of these comedians shares his surname with the type of whale? Chris Rock, Jimmy Carr, Ricky Gervais. 3 of my favorites. They always have me dying laughing, these guys. They'll all make you wet yourself with laughter, but which one may also drench you at SeaWorld? Always having a whale of a time. It's Ricky Gervais for the win here on Q11. 34 if you got that right. Towel yourselves off, because we are moving on to the final round right now with 34 players left in the game. 2 additional players using their extra lives to get back in. £550 sterling up for grabs as we speak. Whose 2001 hit sampled a piece by a French composer born in 1866? Moby, Janet Jackson, Fatboy Slim. Not an easy question here on Q12. Fatboy Slim dropped 6 singles in 2001, but none of them sample French composer Eric Satie. Maybe Moby wasn't feeling it because he didn't release any new music that year. Someone to Call My Lover by the Super Bowl stunner, Miss Jackson If You're Nasty, is Janet Jackson for the win. We have 5 winners, my lovelies. Congratulations to you 5 winners. on this Friday night. See, you got lucky, didn't you? £110 each of you is taking home. I don't see any of your faces, though. Where are your Abbies? That's what I want to know. But we've got Will 0777. We've got Island 4. We've got M. Feven. Your Fat Dumpling. And somebody else there as well. Congrats to all of you. What are you going to do with that cash? Maybe go see Ricky Gervais perform or go see a Gervais whale perform. You could even head to Gibraltar and get married out there. Whatever you want to do with it. £110. That's a nice chunk of cash right there. What a journey, my HQTs. That took a lot more than luck, didn't it? I'm Sharon Carpenter. You can find me on the socials right here. Stop by and say hi. That's it for tonight, everyone. I'm about to go try my luck at a night out. But hop on your phone tomorrow at 9 p.m. for another chance to get £550 richer. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.